Hi friends, welcome back to the channel. Welcome if you're new here. My name is Courtney and I am a stay-at-home mom, wife, and aspiring author. Today we are going to do a plan with me. Let me just try to get myself situated. I am a little bit all over the place. So, ow, I just hit my hand on something. That hurt. So this is my main planning system. If you're new here, I am currently using a Moterm. This is the Personal Luxe in the Veg Tan Apricot. I also seem to have fountain pen ink on my hand, which is what it is. So, what do I need to do? Let's open up to my current week and kind of have a little chat about where things are. So, this is the current week. It is currently Saturday the 13th. Also, the 29th anniversary of the death of one Tupac Shakur. And if you are my age, I specifically remember exactly where I was. If you live in Cincinnati, I was on I-75 North, just of downtown, on my way to Kenwood Mall in the afternoon, and there was a traffic jam, and the announcement came across the radio. Anyway, this is the weekly that I am currently using. I switched from using my custom week on 4-page from Crafective paper that I had been using in July and August to using this timed weekly from Crafective paper for September to see if it would work for me, how I could get it to work for me. I like that it has sort of a checklist for the week. Obviously, I am a timed weekly girly to help me do my time blocking and scheduling. And this is what the week ended up looking like. Or this is how I planned for the week to go. It is not always how things turn out because I then break my days down on my daily pages. So I kind of wanted to show one that didn't have a lot of personal info on it, so you can see I move how I think things are going to go to and like update them on my daily. For example, when I plan the week, I had originally planned to get my nails done on Thursday, and that did not happen. I did not get them done until Friday. So Friday, and I had kind of left my whole day Friday like opened. I did not have anything really that I felt like I really needed to like time block out or schedule, so I just kind of left it open, and this is kind of what I ended up doing. So because I had my nail appointment in the afternoon and I did home admin, I caught up in my journal, and then that was sort of how my day ended up going. I did some writing in the evening, but I didn't feel the need to update my planner. So what we are going to do, I think first is, because it's what I always do, is update my goals. So I have also taken to moving my like action steps to, I just moved this back because I was planning out what I wanted to do for this week, but I've been taking this sheet itself and putting it just in front of my weekly, or in my weekly. I may actually this week move it with my dailies just so I'm staying on top of things. I have been having a lot of trouble kind of keeping up with my goals just because I feel really overwhelmed right now is what I think it is. So these were my action steps this week, and I did not I mean, I guess I did more than really I thought that I was going to do, but not really. I don't know if that makes sense, but I am really pushing to to publish my book in the next few weeks. So really all of my free time has been focused on that singular task, and what that means for me is finishing revisions right now. So like I did not get any videos filmed this week. I did kind of finish and okay the completed cover design, which is the like ebook and the full paperback, so the cover, and then it's called the like a paperback wrap, so you get the back cover as well. So I did that. I did some work on my blurb. It's not finalized, I don't think, but I'm going to work on that some more this week. And then I didn't start my read through because I'm still finishing revisions, which need to be finished. I did journal daily, but I did not do morning pages this week. I really, because I have been working at night on my writing, I have honestly been sleeping as late as I can. So my workouts have not really been happening because I prefer to do those in the morning, like before I need to wake my son up and all of that stuff. The stuff in Heart and Home, like none of this stuff has been done, but I do feel like I could get most of it done tomorrow. Like I said, today's Saturday, so I still have tomorrow to do things. In this category, I have wanted to read 30 minutes a day, which I've done, and I crossed it off because I don't feel like I'll have an issue reading 30 minutes tomorrow. I did get my nails done. I did get my hair, I like took my braids out and went and had my hair like washed and deep conditioned and all of that, and I'm just going to give it a break for a few weeks and then have my braids reinstalled sometime, probably not until October, but we'll see. Have not started working on a specific fall thrift list, and then none of the stuff in this category I have worked on. In my curating inspo category, like the idea of having a personal curriculum is sort of all over TikTok, and I absolutely love that idea. I just don't have time to dive into it, or it's not a priority for me to have this set up for September since I'm working really hard to finish my book. But I did want to start kind of putting down some things that I am interested in creating a curriculum for, and we'll probably talk about that a little bit, like Probably not until I think I may include or bring down some more ideas for this, and then sort of include setting up a personal curriculum in my Q4. So we'll probably talk about it then. So I do want to take this out so that I can get started on what I actually, since I'm writing this way, I might not need to take it outside of the rings, but I do want to grab my water because I've been drinking coffee, which is really lovely, but I'm also hot. So let me go get my water and then we'll get started on this. Okay, so did make some notes on a Post-it. And I'm trying to figure out what pen I want to use. And I keep singing, like Hamilton is stuck in my brain because we went to, like my birthday was a couple of weeks ago, which thank you so much if you wish me a happy birthday. I'm catching up on comments. Like I said, I really have just been like limiting my time on social media. I will let myself scroll TikTok for about 15 minutes in the morning when I first wake up, and that's kind of about it because I just need to like focus. But anyway, because my birthday was on a Saturday, like that, the day of, my daughters had kind of requested that I keep that day open to do something with them, which I did, and it was amazing, fantastic, loved it so much, had an amazing day. And then for celebrating with my friends, we waited until the next Saturday because Hamilton is currently out in the theaters, and I have been obsessed with it. And so we went to go see Hamilton and then go out for coffee and dinner. It was another amazing day, and so I really have just been like watching it and listening to the soundtrack nonstop again. So I'm like actively stopping myself from belting out into show tunes because no one needs that on no one needs me singing on the internet. So I do absolutely need to finalize my blurb next week. I need to finish revisions and I need to format ebook, format paperback. I don't know. I desperately need to get all of these things done, but and then I need to upload and then I need to order this is so surreal and high-key terrifying. And then I need to do a read through. Ebook at the very least, just to make sure that like the formatting looks okay. So we are going to stick with daily journal, which I've managed to do shockingly. And then we're gonna try to get 3 workouts still. Do I have my liner? I don't know if it's in this pouch or the other one. And I think the other thing that I really need to start doing is making sure that I am planning in advance. Like, I think a lot of my issues with my productivity is that I have been, especially like with planner videos, I've been waiting to plan so that I can do everything on camera, and those videos I have been publishing them on Tuesdays, which means a lot of times I wasn't sitting down to plan until like Monday afternoon, and that's just sometimes even Tuesday morning, and that was not working for me. So I need to like get things on a list and down on paper as soon as I can. So I want to continue let's see, research for curriculum. If you are on TikTok, has any of this popped up on your FYP? And like, what do you think about it? It's really funny because like when my older kids were little, for Heart and Home, I am just going to do the same thing here. Well, we kind of talked about date night, but we did not really schedule it. I am going to try to pull fall deco out, but I actually want to start decorating, and then I still haven't done this. Okay. So when my older kids were younger, I did not have like cable TV, and for the most part they weren't allowed to watch TV like Monday through Thursday. Or maybe they were only allowed to watch 1 hour of TV Monday through Thursday. I can't really remember now. But over the summer, we did the summer reading program at the library, and so they were responsible for not only reading books over the summer, but they also had to write book reports for me to like read and grade. And I didn't really like grade them, just essentially made sure that they were doing them. And so I was talking to my oldest daughter about, I'm gonna like mark that down. about like the whole kind of like personal curriculum thing. And I was like, oh, have you like seen that on your TikTok? And she's like, yeah, I'm like doing it. So she was telling me like what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, like what her kind of areas of interest were, and like what books she was like reading and kind of putting on hold at the library and whatnot. And I was like, see, like, she's like, oh, this is, and it's so funny, like my middle daughter is very much oh, I wanted to do a face mask this week. She is very much like a person who like loves doing I mean, she is also which we didn't know until she was an adult, but she is also likely autistic. But anyway, so she like has like hyperfixation and hyper focuses on things, and like research is one of the things that she like really loves to do. And she will, like, for example, there'll be like a specific exhibit that's opening up like at the art gallery, and she lives really close to the art gallery, so she will like walk there and like study whatever the exhibit is, and like find like source material and like all of that kind of stuff. So anyway, when I was talking to my other daughter, and I was like, do you see, like, you all used to complain about me essentially designing a personal curriculum for you over the summer, and now look, you are like ahead of you're ahead of the curve, and you're like trendsetters, all because you had kind of an insane mom. Not insane, I just had 4 children, and at that point I was like divorced, and I just needed ways to like keep them entertained. So these are going to be my action steps for the week. The only thing that I want to do daily is to keep up my 30 minutes of reading. I feel like I finally have gotten through my reading slump. This year has not been great for my reading, or really like creativity in general. I don't know. I guess it's really hard to be creative when you're living in this current timeline. So I think I'm going to take this out and put it with my daily pages, but I also want to plan my week. So I did go ahead and put my date dots down or my date stickers down for the days of the week, since these are undated. These are what the inserts look like. If you're interested, I will try to leave them linked below, but if I forget, just ask me and I will find the link for you. So let's go ahead and mark down I do have some appointments this week, so let me go back and look. So I do have therapy here. So I want to highlight these for myself. What do I want to highlight them in? I think I lost like my favorite highlighter color that I'm currently obsessed with. Hold on, let me see if I can find it. I probably cannot. I have way too many pen pouches. Here's this one and that one. Why don't I just mark it like with this? We'll just do pale pink. So I have an appointment 10, and then that, and then we have conference on this day. Okay, so that's fine for that. And then, so this is my plan this week as I fill these in. I want to have my writing and all of the stuff that I need to do for that, to kind of set my week up like it's a 9, I was gonna say 9 to 5 with an asterisk, and then do all of my social media stuff, on specific, this is a conference, like on one specific day. So my plan, this is, let's see, I'm getting my, how do I want to mark this? Because it's more than, one. So I'm getting my COVID, what am I getting? I'm getting my COVID shot, and I think pneumonia? Yeah, COVID and pneumonia vaccinations on Tuesday. We got our flu shots on Wednesday, like as a family, which was kind of nice. When I called our son's doctor to schedule them, they were offering them for the parents as well. So we all went in together and had those done. So that's taken care of. And then I still need to schedule his flu or his COVID shot because the vaccine was not in yet. So I'm trying to see what else do I need to do. Oh, let's do, I do need to order a shirt for picture day, or buy him a shirt for picture day, which is next week. Let's see, I'm trying to make it a habit to call my sister every week, which I did this week. I have not collaged photos, but I do want to update I want to like stay on top of updating my memory planner, journal, whatever. I want to make sure that I am doing my weekly tarot. So this is just like a brain dump list for everything. I need a grocery list in no like specific order. just some of the big things. And then I also have a just kind of like a master task list in this, which I don't know. I think I kind of made mention of it like in my last flip through, but I do want to do some Q4 brain dump. Let's see, I do need a full list. Let's see, I did not manage to buy any mums this week. Fall porch deco, let's see, dining room. Even though I have it on my weekly actions, I want to make sure it's like in my main brain dump as well. I need a fall thrift list. I need to schedule blog photos. I need to, let's see, I did finish, let's see, October content. I need Insta photos. I need launch plan. And that's all I can think of so far. Let me write that because I did that. Okay, we don't have any plans for the weekend so far. There are some things that are like specific for my husband and son, but I don't need to put them like on my timed. I could put them up here if I really wanted to, but I think that's where I'm gonna put my videos. So this should go up Monday. So we're gonna put a little plan with me. And then Friday there should be a flip. Wednesday there should be a video, a bonus video on this channel, but I'm not sure which one because I'm filming 3 videos today. Thursday, let's put up a writing update / vlog, and then there should be a video going on my other channel where we're gonna talk about perimenopause. Yay! So that's all my videos going up, and now let's get into the time blocking. So I am going to block off all of my routines, which I always do, that are, let's see, 6 to 8. Figuring out like holidays, days off. This week, and then we hold on, let me do this. So this is always oops. And then this is and then that's why I said like 9 to 5 with an asterisk, because I have to stop at 2:45 to go pick my son up from school. Then let's see, we have a parent-teacher conference on this day. And then like this day is going to be broken up by, so we're just gonna do so this is gonna be like because I can't do too much during this time because I have to leave to go to Walgreens for this, and I'm not exactly sure how long that's going to take. Sometimes they're like really on the ball about it, sometimes it takes a while for whatever reason. So, and then I will probably just like go to a coffee shop and write until it's time to go to therapy. Yeah, I want to think about this. So I need to look at what else I have planned in my content. Like today, I am filming like planner content, and then tomorrow I am filming like author lifestyle content. So I don't know exactly what I want to do for this, but I know I want all of these to be revisions. Yeah, hang on one second. Okay, I put in like dinner prep dinner. We will likely, I'm just gonna make this like a takeout or a leftovers night. This is a takeout, leftovers, figure it out yourself kind of night. And then we usually kind of reassess or readjust what we're doing on the weekends if we need to. I am going to make this like editing. So this is going to be like editing. Or kind of social media stuff. But this, I think I'm going to just have this all be like, book, work, and then I'm trying to think because this is likely going to be, oh, that works out perfectly. Because my son and husband, it's Cub Scout popcorn season. So my husband and son have like a popcorn shift this night from like 6 to 9. Well, they sell from 6:30 to 8:30, but it takes like a half hour to like set up everything and then break it down or whatever. So I can come home after parent-teacher conferences and film or edit for the flip through and any other kind of like social media stuff that I need to do. So we will do that there and do kind of like YouTube. So once again, like edit, film. I could have just put YouTube. And then, yeah, that's perfect. And then these are all going to be like working days, specifically like book stuff in between here. I'm not going to like write it down specifically, but I want to make sure that I'm doing it that night. And probably this night too. And then this is going to be more like if I need it to be. possibly. Okay, so let's transfer some of this info onto my daily pages. And I have been setting up my daily pages kind of as I go, and that's not really working for me. So I do want to put some things down here. I know that I need to order groceries on Sunday. That would make everything very easy. So I either need to order groceries and well, I don't know. Let me put a note for that. Ideally, I would like to, let's see, schedule pickup. Either Sunday afternoon or Monday morning, but we'll have to kind of see what's available for that. So the first thing that I'm going to do is put my numbers down and date my pages. I'm not going to like bore you with doing that on camera, so I will be right back. So let's flip back to my daily pages. I just set them up with the date, the day of the week, and obviously the month, and then wrote in drop off and pick up. I have a lot of time blindness, so I just need to make sure, like, visually I have these in here so that when I'm looking in my planner, I know if I'm doing something like before, particularly the afternoon pickup, even though I have timers on my phone, that I'm not like too wrapped up in something that I can't stop at 2:45 so that I can leave to go pick my son up from school. I want to make sure that I am doing a weekly review every week. This is something that I am starting this week, but just a brief little like note about how the week went, how I'm feeling emotionally, all of that good stuff. So I do want to, why is this not sticking? I don't like it. I do want to put down some things on the days. So let's put in my scheduled things. So I have therapy at 1. I have an annual and then they have, which I think I am just going to put this down as like a note if I can find what I did with my tweezers, which I probably can't. So they have I literally just had them. Interesting. Anyway, they have Cub Scouts on Tuesday night and Thursday night. But I also want to put down that we have parent teacher conference, and then they have popcorn. Where the heck are my tweezers? This is very annoying. Courtney. Oh, here they are. Like I said, I have way too many like pouches with supplies in them, but I do want to white it out so that I can put a note of it there. So we will do (6:30 to 8:30). Popcorn on Thursday, and then Tuesday night we also want to just mark that they will be at Scouts, but it's not really a me activity. So let's see. But I do want to make note of it. So I am going to pop that there, and then I feel like Monday, what did I say? Monday, what day did I say? Or what night did I have scheduled to? Okay, so I want to make note of that here, because that's the other thing, like I will let's do 6:30 to 9. So this is going to be whether it's videos or social. And then I am just going to put AM. Routine here. And then what was the other? Let's look back at the other nights. So Tuesday and Wednesday nighttime specifically, I want to make sure that I am working on book revisions. So even though I want to use my days, like sort of 9 to 5 working days, where I'm doing stuff for my book, it may not all be revision related, if that makes sense. So like this stuff, let me write. This is also going to be, so like after I drop him off, I will probably just come home and like do some stuff around the house, whether it be like putting in a load of laundry, making sure that like I start the dishwasher. I may sweep the like kitchen and the hallway and then put the chairs up on the table so that I can, I spelled this wrong, so that I can come home after therapy that I spelled wrong, and mop the floor or something like that. So this time's gonna be like home admin. This time between whenever I'm finished with this appointment and my therapy, I will be doing like book work, but it might not necessarily be revision. So on my other, or like on my master task list, I have, or not my master task list, what am I talking about? My weekly actions, I have finalized blurb. So maybe I will use this time to finalize and edit my blurb, or something like that. I also need to figure out like front of the book matter, back of the book matter, all of that stuff. So maybe I use these little like pockets of time to do that instead of like opening up my document and like diving into revisions when I know that I don't have a whole bunch of time. I mean, I have more time in between these two appointments than I do between like the end of therapy and like, so I really only have 45 minutes here because my therapy is from like 1 to like 1, I think it's a 55-minute appointment. So I have from like 1 until 1:55, but I need to leave from whatever I'm doing so that I can pick my son up at 3. I usually, like, well, if I'm at home, I will leave the house at 2:40, 2:45-ish to drive to the school to pick him up. Literally, his school is like 5 minutes from our house. But I like to be in the line early because if you are like if your kid is a car rider, then you know. So that's, I don't even know why I started talking about this. But anyway, that's what I mean about like scheduling all of my days this week towards book things, even if it's not like I'm not doing revisions in that specific block of time. Like I think this will mostly be revisions all day, but I also want to figure out how much stuff I have to do for home on Monday morning. I am going to use a lot of my time tomorrow to film, to clean. My husband and son, they're leaving tomorrow to football is back in session, so they are going to watch the game with some friends, which means I will have practically the entire day to myself. So I want to make sure that I am doing a lot of the stuff that I would do during the week as much as I can on Sunday so that I don't feel obligated to do those things on Monday. It's not that I have to, like, clean every Monday or make sure that stuff is done a certain way. I just prefer it that way. I mean, obviously, I'm a stay-at-home mom. I don't have a boss. I don't know that my husband really has any thoughts on, like, when the house is cleaned or how it's cleaned, or, I mean, you know, if he feels like something should be clean and it's not clean, then he will clean it anyway. So I don't, it's really like my own pressure on myself, but I do want to make sure that we're starting the house in a good place, because you know that by like Wednesday, your house just is kind of like a wreck. And we don't even have that many people living here anymore. There's only the 3 of us and a dog. But I just don't like things to get like out of sorts for too long. So I want to figure out exactly what I want to wait and see exactly what I accomplish tomorrow before putting it on the list for Monday and blocking out the time to do it. I have been, like this week, I did a lot of home admin stuff after pickup. We had some very easy dinners this week combined with leftovers and takeout, so I did not need a lot of time to prep. So after pickup was the time when I was making sure that I loaded and started the dishwasher, threw in, like switched the laundry from the washer to the dryer, that sort of. I think I cleaned the bathroom one time at night, which isn't like my preferred time. Well, actually no time is my preferred time to do it, but that's neither here nor there. So that sort of thing. So it has also been an adjustment in my brain, because for some reason cleaning is like a daytime task for me. And I think that's because I have mostly been a stay-at-home mom, and the best time to clean your house is when no one's in it. And for me, that has been during the day when my kids have been at school. So yeah, so I don't want to like plug in. And also, if I don't, like if I can't schedule a time to pick up my groceries on Sunday afternoon, then I would want them, I need to pick them up sometime like in this morning. And I won't know that until I enter the grocery order on Monday. I also think that on Wednesday, I just want to remind myself to, I want to go to Aldi on Wednesday. That is when they like have the new stuff out. I haven't looked at the ads, so I'm not even sure what they will have this week. But so I want to slit this so that I can put holes in it. And have that kind of in my mind when I am kind of moving into Monday. So let me put this in for this week or today, and then put this in here for my next week. Okay, so that is my week all set up. If you made it through this video, thank you so much for spending part of your day with me. If you like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. If you have any comments, questions, leave them down below. If you want to see more videos from me, don't forget to click the subscribe button down below. Turn on your notifications, do all of the YouTubey things, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!